A Cuppa Joe Nintendo is powered by the You, Me, and Capri Patreon. We want to say thank you to some people, starting with our Diamond Executive Producer, Slimer Snarf, our Platinum Producer, Robbie Bobby Miller, and then to our Gold level patrons like James Johnson, Ryan Turford, Egg Shen, Nasty Boots and Tammy, Joel Brooks, and Jonathan Brown. Thank you everyone for all of your support.
So Sean, question for you.
Hey. Bobby.
Does anything exist beyond Animal Crossing at this point?
Doom.
Yeah, but Doom's not on Nintendo, so we don't talk about that right now.
Well, it's the launch that captured the minds and imaginations of people around the world, dude. It's just the best.
Joke.
Have you seen IGN? Have you seen the way IGN? So they've got like their review for Animal Crossing. They've got the review and all the features, everything. It matters. It's for everything. Somebody did some incredible artwork of like everything for Doom is Animal Crossing themed. It's like the Doom guy on the beach. Like he's got his helmet, but he's sitting on the beach like
That's
Animal
funny.
Crossing.
That's
and then
funny.
everything for the other is Isabelle like shooting things up and stuff. It's incredible, man.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Todd Oxtra had sent me something where it was an actual like it's like a rock concert and it's like Doom
Doom Animal, Animal Doom, or whatever.
Yeah, Doom Animal, and I'm like, dude, that is amazing.
It's
like,
the best, and it's in time and everything.
Yeah.
Isabel's playing the drums.
It's like, what in the heck is going on with this? It's
Thank God.
pretty ingenious.
Thank God.
Yeah,
I'm glad that we were able to sneak into this place, though, Bobby. It's nice.
we're the only ones
You
here, so it's nice.
It is nice. Just you have to stay a hockey stick distance away from
Is
me.
that what it
Did
is?
you know that's how we're measuring it here
Wow.
in Canada?
Seriously, you want to hear something crazy? So I went to GameStop yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. And I had some physical stuff that I had to pick up because in New Jersey they were talking about shutting the state down, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, all right, I need to go get this stuff today before it's too late. So I go in. They wouldn't let me in the store. I'm standing outside, right? The next guy comes in. They're like, you stand behind this guy. You need 6 feet distance. I'm like, this is crazy. So finally, it's like time to go in. They won't let me open the door. They open the door for me. I go in. There's boxes on the ground, taped onto the ground.
Yep.
They're like, could you stand in that box there? And I'm like, what is going on? Like,
Yeah, man.
I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. I am
neither.
floored by what's going on, man. It's just really just
Thank God for video games.
Oh my God, I'm literally just taken aback by everything.
I think
weird.
it would be worse if we didn't play games.
Yeah, because you'd be sitting in the house going, "What do I do?" You know what I
Right.
mean? Like Animal Crossing, no lie, hit at the exact perfect time.
It's almost like they planned it this way, Bobby.
Is it nuts? They delayed
Nintendo
it.
ninjas.
Nintendo was like, you know what? We're going to delay this game until March. And by the way, a couple of days before that, a week before that, the world is going to start like collapsing and like
Yeah,
everybody's going to stop going out to go to work and go. It's like, but man, it's the perfect game though for me at this time. Like
You are so happy playing it, man.
Ooh, dude.
Look at your face.
I love it, dude. I love this game.
know.
Like I'm having
I love
so
it.
much fun. Like I have not had this much fun playing a game since Breath of the Wild. Like
I saw your
genuine, like
face.
genuine fun.
That's awesome, man. I've been popping in and out of your what seems to be your 24-hour stream.
Feels like it. Feels like I'm
24/7, man.
Yeah.
You're locked in. And I saw you pop out like the Animal Crossing Switch into your tent, and it's just like, and you lost your mind.
I didn't even know that was coming. I had no idea. It was like a free gift, and I was like, wait a minute, what you just gave me the Animal Crossing Switch? Like there's Timmy and Tommy and Tom on the dock, and I'm like, oh, it's that attention to detail that gets me so excited for this game. You know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy to see. And last night I actually got in and I started playing and going to people's towns.
Oh yeah.
And right now it's a little ransacked in terms of like some people, but man, I went to one guy, his name's Billy, but his tag is Voide. And
Oh yeah.
oh my God, this kid, he starts off, he goes, Bobby, you're coming to the best town of the night. And I'm like, please stop. Like,
Yeah, we'll see.
don't set the expectations that I went in, I was floored. He's
Yeah.
already decorating the outside, laying out the outside. Like you go places and it feels like you go to a villager's house. He's got the yard set up. He's got a fence around. I'm like, this is nuts. Like this is bonkers to see what it is. But it's
How how tough was it to get over there to that town?
It's not hard at all. It's so simple.
That's good.
It's simple. And the crazy thing is they've done something that's very cool with this game. So adding you just got to be on a friends list, right? But like if you tag somebody as your best friend, the game actually tells you when that person is logged into Animal Crossing. Mm-hmm. It pops up and says, this person is now on. And they can actually send you messages throughout the duration of the game.
Oh, nice.
So I'm sitting there playing, and next thing you know, people that I made my best friend are messaging me and just asking me questions. And I'm like...
Does it like pop up on the screen?
It just pops up on the screen like a word bubble.
That's cool.
And it was like,
are they using their phone to do that?
No, it's just you're typing through the game.
Okay.
So, I mean, they might be using the phone, but I don't think so. You just type through the game. So
have you used the phone app at all?
I have not yet. I know that it is available. I haven't messed with it yet. I'm really curious what I could do with it, what I can't do with it. But it's oh, God, this game is heaven. This game is, if there's a heaven on earth, this is this game. Like, seriously. And the cool thing is like, there's so many people that I'm seeing that, like, I recommended the game to, and they were, like, real on the fence about it. Like, Benji Kong yesterday is messaging me, and he's like, dude, this is everything you said it was. And that makes me feel, like, amazing. Like, when you can actually recommend something to your friends, and not only do they listen to you, they trust you enough to go, you know what, Bobby loves this. There's got to be a reason why. Let me just dabble with it. And it's an investment, man. $60 is not anything to, like, throw out the window.
Try out.
Yeah, just to try it out. You know what I mean? This kid that comes to the chats all the time, or to the streams all the time, Wade, he literally was like, "It's my birthday. I get one gift. What game should I get?" And I'm like, and he gets Animal Crossing, and now him and his brother are playing it, and they love it. They literally love it, and they're like, "This is amazing," you know. So that's what has me excited the most. I think is just seeing the people that are surrounding themselves with this game. This game is massive, dude. Everybody's playing. Sean, 68 people were playing last night on my friends list. That's insane. I've never had that many people playing at once, and everybody's playing Animal Crossing.
Well, that's the thing that we, like, I don't know necessarily to this degree, but, like, that's the thing that's why we play Nintendo, is because when a game comes out, we're all celebrating the same thing. Like, that doesn't happen anywhere else. PC or Xbox or PlayStation, like, a game comes out and everybody's like, maybe someone will dab into it. But most people will just kind of, like, continue on with what they've got going on. And I was looking at Benji Sales. He had predicted Animal Crossing was going to be like top 5. Like, just what he was seeing was going to be like top 5. And he's like, just yesterday he tweeted, too low, top 3, easy. It's going to be the top 3 launches for the Switch.
I think it's going to be, I'll be honest with you, I think it's going to go top. I think it'll be top 2. It'll be the number 2. I don't think anything's going to take down Pokemon. Pokemon is a juggernaut.
I thought Smash was the number 1.
No, I think. Well, what's the time frame?
He's not talking about lifetime. Yeah, he's not talking lifetime sales. He's talking about just like just the launch. But he was also saying that New Leaf sold 15 million copies lifetime. And he's like, this thing will crush that in a couple months.
So me and Pat were talking about this a couple weeks ago, and our prediction was Pat thinks in a month he thinks over 10 million copies.
Oh yeah,
I think. I'm more conservative. I'm saying between 5 and 8 million, or 5 and 10 million. So I think it'll probably hit somewhere in the 7 million range. That's
how much I know, because I'm like, all the numbers, like, yeah, I agree with that. You're like 5. I'm like, that sounds good too. But I don't know.
Well, the thing is like with Pokemon, I think Pokemon did like 17 million within like within a couple days, actually.
Is it really?
Yeah, it was crazy. But the thing is that with Pokemon, people are buying 2 copies of that. And then I was like, well, people aren't going to buy multiple copies. And then I'm sitting here going like, dummy, I bought 3 copies of this thing.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? Like, I bought 2 physical, and I bought 1 digital. And actually, that's not even true. I bought 4, because I bought 1 for Fairy Carry as well. So that's 4 copies of this game that I bought. It's nuts, man.
You're nuts.
Well, you know, I got friends. I love people. Yeah. I'm giving 1 to Miguel, too. Miguel's getting a physical copy. So, like, because I want him to try it, you know what I mean? Like, I wanted her to try it, I wanted him to try it. And I'm like, you guys are on the fence, you're not really sure you want to spend this money. I'm going to buy it for you, because I know you're going to love this game. And so it's just one of these things. And it's just like, oh my God, dude, trying to get my mom into it. I want my mom to play it because I know that she'll fall
I
in
want
love
my
with it.
parents to play this as well, man. They're like,
Yeah.
we're playing Pandemic again for like, which is amazing. The board game. My mom fired up their 360. She's like, we got this Zumba thing we could play on the 360.
Oh my
like,
God.
What are you doing? But Bobby, last night I was going to bed. I've got this wicked headache that I just can't seem to kick, which is phenomenal.
That's not good.
I was going to bed last night, but I was flipping through Twitch, seeing you're playing Animal Crossing. Cool. That's expected. Joe after work playing Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Cool. Jeremy Piper playing Animal Crossing.
Everybody
Awesome.
is, dude.
Dude, I listed like playing of the people that I followed, like giant people as well. Like there's this streamer named Steph. I can't remember her. She's a sponsored streamer. 300 people watching her playing Animal Crossing. Like from the big to the small, everyone is playing this game, dude.
It's nuts. It's the number one stream game on Twitch right now.
I'm not surprised.
I'm a little surprised. I didn't think it was
not having seen what I've seen. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's
going
Animal
in.
Crossing.
Yeah, going in, I did not expect it to be this big. I expected it to be big. Like I literally go through my friends was N64 Josh, Shell Shock, Joe after work, Lizabelle. What's Lizabelle you expect?
Of course.
But like even Sarah Daniels, she's playing it.
That's the one I was trying to think of.
Yeah, like there's all these people that are like big and small, and it's like I cannot believe. It's like if you want to find something else to watch, there's nothing. It's like you gotta like really look. So I'm curious how long it lasts.
I think it's gonna. I mean, there's a certain thing that's keeping us like inside and playing this game. I think it's gonna last a long while.
But I mean, streaming this game.
But like, what else is coming out? Like, I can't even think of like the next game that's gonna take people away from this.
Part of me thinks that some people are streaming and playing it for the hype. Like, oh, this is the hype But I think like a week to 2 weeks, you start seeing people falling off. Very, very similar to Pokemon. Very similar to Pokemon. Like, because here's the thing: unless you love this game, it's similar to podcasting, right? We talk about it all the time. You can do this when everything's good, but can you do it when things are bad? And you can't. Like, if you don't love what you're doing, you're not going to want to do it. So unless you're in love with this game, I can't see you like putting in the long haul for months. Like I remember one time Bergability, is a friend of mine, just a Twitch streamer, and Berg is like, Bobby, I don't know if you're ready to stream Animal Crossing. And I'm like, Berg, you don't know me. I'm like, I love Animal Crossing. I will play this game all the time.
Yeah.
He's like, listen, I get it. He's like, but you don't know what it's like to stream Animal Crossing. And I was like, you're right. I didn't have the 3DS modded and all that stuff, but like I'm learning now what he was talking about. And it's like, but still, like the reason why people are seeing me all the time is because I've made it in my mind when I fire that switch up to play, I need to be streaming. I need to be showing people what I'm doing across the board. The first stream was 13 hours?
Dude.
Nuts.
That's amazing.
Exactly what I wanted to happen happened. And I didn't tell people, but I didn't tell people because I was afraid of like pissing people off. Like, oh, you told me this is going to work. Well, because what I did was I bought the Japanese version.
Oh, yeah.
But I wasn't 100% sure that it would fire up the day before.
Right.
I took a chance. I took the day off of work, and I bought the Japanese version. I really wasn't sure would this work. I went in and I made changes to my Switch because I was like, I don't know if this version is going to work or not. Everything's pointing to it's not. I changed my region to Japan. I changed my time zone to Japan. But then I found out I didn't have to do that. It literally fired right up on my other Switch, no problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no problem at all. The only thing I had...
So all you had to do was buy it?
All you had to do was buy it from Japan. And then internally it knew, like, hey, this version was bought from the Japanese eShop.
It's unlocked to play.
It's unlocked to play. So when midnight in Tokyo hit, it went live.
Damn.
I didn't know this at first. I didn't know it until probably a couple hours later because I was just like, okay, let me just try it. And I picked my other one. I'm like, oh, wow, it's actually playing. It's good. It's good to go.
Okay, so then I saw you run into a problem the first day where, because you were playing on your Switch that was locked to the Japan region, you tried to go online. You don't have Nintendo Switch Online in Japan.
That wasn't the case.
Did you, when you moved back to your North American Switch, were you able to just like play like with no kind of connection back over to the Japanese.
The reason
Switch
why,
Online?
okay, let me explain that. The reason why it didn't work, and what you're getting at is, I was trying to play online with people, and I wasn't able to connect because I didn't have Nintendo Online tied to that profile.
Right.
It wasn't because of the Switch or the game or anything. It was the profile.
Okay.
My Nintendo Guru account has the Nintendo Online, but I have 2 other accounts. One is UK Guru and one is Japan Guru. And the reason why I have those is when I get review codes.
Right.
It's so hard to get North American review codes. I can go, hey, you can give me anything because everything's region free. So I've done that for myself for doing reviews. Plus, because I don't have friends on those lists, nothing bothers me more than when I'm capturing footage and it pops up and says so and so signed on. I hate that. So I would rather just be able to play on an account that don't have any friends. So what happened was, I realized very quickly that like it wasn't lined up, but it does work. Like on my regular Switch, my old G Switch works no problem on North American. Like I can go into the North American one and it works. So it's actually pretty easy. I just never tied. I had to go where I was running into a bit of a problem. Was I had never done an add-on to add the family plan. And that's all I did, is I just bought the family plan and then shared it through all my profiles. And now I see. And then I can go online with everything. So
that totally makes sense. Okay, so even if it's a North American like main profile, but then you share it to a Japanese, like your family could be in Japan. Is that basically what that's saying?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, you can share. I could give you a code. I can link your account, and you could come in and play. I could do up to 8 people. I
mean, North American, I guess, kind of makes it. Still, we're still in the same kind of region.
It works.
I'm disappointed that your Japanese profile name isn't Nintendo Guru.
If I knew how to do that, I would do it.
That might be offensive.
If I knew how to do it, I would do it, but I don't know how to do it. Japanese Guru works for me.
Dude, I had a dream last night that I was back in New Jersey.
Oh boy.
I was back at your house again, and we're gonna be recording this and having our chat, but like we have to back up the camera a little bit so that we can,
fit into
get both of us in there. It was so weird, man. It was so real. Like I've been to your house so many times now that I'm like, I know the layout. Like I could just like walk through. It's not like a weird dream where you're like, there's extra rooms or anything.
Like you could visualize and go, okay, we could do this here, we could do this there. It was pretty cool.
Chelsea was coming too, but she was on a different Uber. It was very strange. That was the only weird part. She's like, she's coming. Very thinking about you lots, though, Bobby.
Listen. The coolest thing, I went to your stream the other day, and you were showing me the footage of Link seeing Isabelle on the wall.
Oh my gosh,
that is the most amazing thing.
He
ever.
He loves Isabelle, and he loves Tom Nook. He says it weird. He says that he has an inflection. Tom Nook. Like it's so funny. We need to get him a Tom Nook little stuffy because he carries around his Isabelle everywhere. He's got his Isabelle and his flying Mario. He calls it his Tanuki Mario, flying Mario, everywhere, dude. He was playing it a little bit, but this game is so different, right? Like New Horizons is so different. He's been playing a lot of New Leaf lately, and even Chelsea's saying like the startup's like a little not slow is not the word that she was using, but it's just different to get things rolling.
Yeah, the tutorial is a little long.
Yeah.
But then not only that, the game does something different that's never been done in an Animal Crossing game before. It actually locks you in to areas. And unless you put the time in to unlock, you're stuck in this little area, and it's not typical Animal Crossing. So what I mean by that is like you have to go in, you have to talk to Tom Nook, you have to build stuff up, you have to earn the vaulting pole to get over the river because you don't have bridges. Where in the other Animal Crossing games, like, yeah, you didn't have bridges, but it didn't lock you behind. It just meant you had to run around everything the far away. This literally locks you in to an area, which I think is honestly really ingenious by Nintendo to do, because it really just makes you take a slow road to learning the game and just getting a good feel. They've really looked at this game, I feel, and we're like, we're going to have a lot of new people playing this. How do we teach them to do this at a pace that doesn't feel like it's super slow, but also doesn't feel like it's super fast? And I feel like they've accomplished that. Where for me, I'm a veteran, and I've been playing for years, but I still, because somebody asked me yesterday, they're like, "Are you bored with it yet? You've been playing it for so long." I'm like, "No." Like, no, like the progression is just enough that I feel like I'm accomplishing something. Like I log in to play and I'm like, okay, I got this to do. I don't have enough time to do it. How do I do it? And then I start literally like breaking it down and going. Like yesterday, my biggest fear yesterday was I am an animal when it comes to paying Tom Nook back with the loans. I've been on record to saying like I'm able to pay him off in full, have my full capacity house within 2 weeks. That's my biggest accomplishment. That's what I go for. Yesterday, I'm sitting there going, dude, I owe him 300 and something thousand bells, and I only got 100,000, and I'm tired. I need to take a nap because I'm going to stream tonight. But if I don't get back in at a certain time, there's only so many hours that the store's open to sell my stuff. What am I going to do? And I started panicking. I started going like, how do I do this? Like, so you start breaking it down. Like me, I start breaking it down in my head, and then I got lucky, Sean. This is the most amazing thing that ever happened to me. I'm talking to chat, right? I'm streaming. I'm talking to chat, and I go, I'm going to go do an island tour. So what happens in this game is you could go talk to the Nooks, right? And they'll pick an item of the day. And they'll buy that for double the normal price. So I look at it and I go, they're asking for a stone stool. I just got to get a bunch of stones. And then I can make these, and they're selling them, they're buying them for me for 900 bells. So if I could just go to the island tours, get a bunch of stone, come back, make a bunch of stools, sell them, then go on another island tour, and continue that, it might help me do it. I land, and as I'm going, people are like, dude, do you know there's a tarantula island? And I'm like, what? A tarantula island? And they're like, yeah, man. Tarantulas sell for 8,000 bells a piece.
Whoa.
I land, Sean. At the exact time I land, and there's an island with a river in the middle. It's just a circular river.
Like a moat.
Like a moat. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I jump over in there, and I'm walking around. And all of a sudden, I go, guys, there's like 5-6 tarantulas in here. Right? And I'm like
walking around?
Just walking around.
So you have to smack them with a shovel or something? It's funny you're telling this story. I'm thinking about like Stardew Valley, like you're going on a hunt.
Yeah, basically you are, but you're just using your net. You're catching with your net.
Oh, that makes sense.
But if
any other insect.
But if they bite you, because they come after you, they literally will come after you. If they bite you, they knock you out. And then you end up back at the boat or at the plane, and the guy's talking to you like, let's get out of here. And I'm like, no, we're going back. Like, I'm not stopping. But what I found was, you go in, there's like 4 of them, right? You catch 3, you let the 4th one bite you. When you go back to the boat, it respawns all 4.
Oh my gosh.
So you catch another 3, you let it bite you, you go back. I filled my pockets up.
Yeah.
Almost to completion, other than my tools. Go back, I earned 177,000 bells. Was able to pay Tom Nook off and had money left over. And I'm like, I'm golden. I'm golden.
I love that you don't have to worry about like healthcare or anything like that. You don't have to you don't have to get bandaged up. You just like you just have like little. Do you have like your typical like swollen eye?
No, not for the stung by the bees is the only thing that gives you the swollen eye.
Oh, that's so funny.
This just like knock it, like you like get all woozy and then
when
boom.
Lincoln plays his character, he calls him Link. There's Link. He calls Villager Link.
That's funny.
And it's amazing, but he's always getting stung by bees. He doesn't understand
because he's shaking the trees, right?
Shaking the trees. He's just walking around. I gotta play this with the two of them. They both kind of like Chelsea just wanted to get she got her town started up, and she's like, oh, I love this island design is really great because it's got it kind of like what you're describing with that moat. She's like, I love the island within the island kind of thing. She's got this river and then she's like, oh, I didn't realize that it couldn't like cross the river until like she gets the pole vaulting thing. So she's stuck, even though it's like it starts off with like a small part, and then she's like, I'm free, and then it's like blocked by the river around her.
Yeah.
It's been amazing, man.
What you need to do with Link is don't let him play for like a week. And then when he goes and plays, it gives him a sloppy hairdo, and I swear it'll look just like he does. You know, like when he walks around, his hair's all over the place. It's the same. I'm telling you. So he'd walk around and he had this sloppy hairdo. I used to literally do it so I could have the hairdo because I liked it. It was kind of cool. But like, yeah, that'd be amazing. be
Oh,
amazing.
I can hear. I don't know if you can hear him stomping around the coffee shop over here.
What holy cow! I feel like this is the only thing we're talking about today.
It seems appropriate, man.
It does seem appropriate.
That's it. Did you see the Indie World thing?
No, I didn't even watch it. The only thing I saw was there was a new Exit Gungeon. Yeah, and I wasn't really a fan of Enter the Gungeon, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh, here he's just busted on in here. Hey, buddy. What game are you playing right now, Lincoln?
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
God.
Who's your favorite character in Animal Crossing? Is it Isabel?
Mm-hmm.
And Tom Nook?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, buddy? I think he's just gonna sit here on my lap until he decides to get on out of here, Bobby.
That's fine. That's no problem.
Is that Uncle Bobby? Can you say hi, Uncle Bobby?
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Link, how you doing, buddy?
That's so funny.
What So yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like the way he's got the bed head right now. That's what you would have in the game. It'd be amazing.
Yeah, we'll have to keep him. I don't know if we can keep him away from it that long though.
That's the problem. Well, you put him on the Switch version, and then you let him go back to the other one.
Oh, you're saying you do that in New Leaf? He would have the
in New Leaf. He'd have like his hair be all over the place.
I'm like, how would you know to be away from New Horizons?
I have no idea. I have no.
Yeah.
I have no clue. I have no clue. So have you?
Butterflies in Animal Crossing, Lincoln? Mm-hmm. He just nods.
Have you played it all yet, Sean?
No, I can't get the controller away from these guys. I got to figure out how to do like the follow the leader thing. I think probably by next week.
Yeah, you got to.
We'll all run around the island a little bit.
Who was telling me? There was a couple people telling me. Like Joel Brooks said that he was playing with his family the other night, like all of them together. Justin Masson said that he was playing together with the whole family. Justin Masson's like, I don't even know that we're a family anymore. I guess they were fighting the whole time. I guess they were fighting the whole time. Like, you can't do this and don't do that. You know, like it's a brand new thing. It's a brand new experience for them. They're just all lost and stuff. So,
that's so
and then yesterday, Adam Leonard came into my stream, and his wife and daughter and kid, they were all playing, and Adam's watching me stream, and it's just like, it's so cool to see like the family aspect taking place with so many people. Like there's people that are just like, this is the only way I want to play now. And I'm like, that's pretty awesome to see like families that grew up, like fathers and mothers that grew up playing this game together. Like we're going to experience with our kids and do this thing. But I do have a friend, Sean, who was playing locally, right?
Yeah.
And her son came into the town and literally started chopping all her trees down.
I heard about that as well. Obviously, this is a common thing. That's kind of what I think Chelsea's a little bit worried about with this guy here.
Yeah.
You gonna chop down all the trees? He nods.
He's like, yeah.
You say, yeah.
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 So,
he loves Animal Crossing, man.
I don't blame him. It's a great game.
You want to play today? You want to play with Daddy today? Yeah.
He's like,
okay, you leaving? Goodbye.
He's like, I'm out.
Say bye.
Stay locked here.
He's getting the dogs.
Good lord. That's the only reason. He's like sitting there the whole time. He's like, I get the dogs. I care less.
Yeah, he's like, I was supposed to do something.
Yeah.
And then he's enamored with you, man. He looks every time I throw you up on the stream. He's like, Bobby.
until I can actually talk back to him. Then he gets all nervous.
No, he loves it. He loves it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So I don't know. I guess we could sneak out of the coffee shop today. We don't have to worry about anybody throwing us out.
I'm just gonna leave my dishes here.
That's fine.
Nobody be back next week. The dishes will be fresh because there's still so many left over.
Will they, or will they they'll just leave the dishes?
We'll just start at week after week. We'll just have like this pile up of dishes. Exactly.
Put them on that table over there, and then when we come back, we'll have them there. So, all right, man. I will. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, dude. Love you.
All right, love you too. Bye.
Thank you for listening to A Cuppa Joe Nintendo, a production of the You, Me, and Capri Patreon. If you like the show, you can support them at patreon.com, You, Me, Capri. A Cuppa Joe Nintendo is available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and all of your other podcast services. Be sure to follow Bobby and Nintendo Gurus on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. For everything that Sean does on the internet, follow him on Twitter, at Sean Capri. Sean like Connery, Capri like the pants. Also, twitch.tv Sean Capri. That is all. Peace out, Preston.